Welcome to The Last Bet, the podcast where we have honest conversations about gambling addiction, recovery, and what it really takes to rebuild your life. I'm your host, Ryan Stewart. Whether you're struggling yourself, supporting someone you love, or just looking to better understand this addiction, you're in the right place. Here, you'll find real stories, practical tools, and hope from people who've been there. Because recovery isn't about your next bet, it's about making your last one. Welcome to The Last Bet. Hey, what's up? This is Ryan Stewart, and welcome back to The Last Bet. Please make sure you like, subscribe. Please make sure you share the podcast. All podcasts are available at safpodcast.com. That's safpodcast.com. Also, don't forget about our weekly gambling addiction meeting called Bet on Recovery. You can click the link through the website at safpodcast.com. All you got to do is register. The link is right there for you. You can join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern until 8:30. As the meeting grows, we'll probably go a little bit longer, but for right now, we're just doing 30 minutes. In today's episode, I want to talk about chasing losses. The lie that really keeps you gambling, for sure. Every gambling addict has said, probably these words once: I just need a good win. It sounds logical. It sounds reasonable. It sounds like you're trying to fix a mistake. But chasing losses isn't how gambling ends. It's how the addiction really takes complete control of you. What chasing losses really is painful. Your brain wants immediate relief from the loss. The fastest way to recover that, at least for your brain, is to gamble more, bet more, cover your loss. The same thing that's causing the problem basically is it starts looking like the solution, right? So you're having a problem betting, but you got to bet more to make up for what you're losing. It never feels irrational in the moment. That's for sure. It feels like you're just fixing a mistake. You're no longer gambling to win, you're gambling to get back. That's what chasing is. So let me walk you through the cycle of how all this works. You make a bet, you lose money. The panic sets in. Shit. So you increase your next bet. What I used to do was unit bet. And those gambling addicts out there know what I'm talking about. Unit bet. So it seems like you're always trying to cover just in case you lose. Or you're hoping you lose your small but make up on your big. You tell yourself it's temporary, and then you start losing again, and it builds. As you're losing, you start to get desperate. So if you go on a bad run, now you're getting desperate, and you take a lot bigger risks, big risks, not only with your bet, but, if like you're playing a card game, maybe the way you hit, all of a sudden you're doing something completely different or out of the norm than what you usually do because you're chasing back, because you're thinking what you're doing is not working, so let me mix it up a little bit. And what they call like rinse, wash, repeat. It's a cycle that goes all the time. Even though you tell yourself you're never going to do it again, right? You're right back into it. It was the same way with alcohol. You're right back into it. Wash, rinse, repeat. When you're in that cycle, every bet becomes completely emotional. You are, highest of highs, lowest of lows, every single bet. When I was gambling, when I talk about betting units, you had a plan. Well, the problem is that plan goes out the fucking window when you're chasing. You try to stick to it, then you're like, fuck, I got to make it up. So you're just betting more, betting more, betting more. That's the chase. And that's when it's really got a fucking hold of you. Your logic is completely gone, and desperation 100% takes over. That's the chase. It gets so bad you just can't clearly think anymore. Your reasoning is completely out the window. I don't think it's being weak, or you should think of yourself as weak. It's the addiction that's just completely taking over. 100% taken over. Your brain becomes consumed with getting even, and that's all you can think about. Every decision becomes an emotional one, not a logical one. You keep asking yourself, should I even bet? Should I bet? How much should I bet? How much do I need to win back? It's just, again, that cycle. It's becoming urgent at that point. The gambling part is. It's like you got to do it now, now, now. I need my money back now. I need to get even now. Bet bigger, bet different. Everything gets smaller. You get nervous. The people around you. It's funny, as an athlete, I was able to tune out crowd noise very easily. You're kind of in the zone. And I felt like when I was chasing, I was in that same zone, which is scary because you don't hear anything around you. It's like all I could hear are the chips and the cards when I was chasing. Couldn't hear people at the table, couldn't hear the ambiance, music, whatever's going on. All I could hear was cards, chips, and all I was concentrating on was money. The biggest danger, I think, wasn't losing the money. It was losing the ability to think clearly because all that had gone out the window. That's what chasing did to me. I realized I wasn't gambling to win. Winning didn't even make me happy anymore. The win only brought permission for me to keep gambling, which is all I wanted to do. But that relief only lasted a few minutes. It didn't last long. And then I was back at it again. I mean, it's these cycles, right? Sound familiar? You're just looking at making the next bet. I wasn't chasing money anymore. It's like I was chasing relief. Relief that, if I had lost, God knows, however, how much, the relief of getting it back is like, okay, baby, now we're back even. Now we can get back in our routine. Even though I had a routine and the routine got me into that shitty ass situation I was in before, I climbed myself back out. Now I'm just going to get back into it. You can never win back your peace through the thing that stole it. And I hope that makes sense. You're not going to get it back from what took it away from you. Chasing losses to me is a moving finish line. You can see it, but when you get to it, that it doesn't stop. The line it keeps on moving. There is no getting even. Maybe some people can do that, but when you're addicted to gambling, absolutely not. There is no getting even, period. The end. Because I thought I got even so many times and all I was doing was getting even to gamble more. It just doesn't stop. The only winning bet that you make is the one you never place. Let that sink in. No truer statement will probably be said on this podcast as the only winning bet is the one that you never place. Really, think about that. Recovery begins the moment you stop trying to win it back. That bet not placed, again, is the winning bet. Hope all that made sense to you. I was a huge chaser, since I really started gambling. And again, it took over. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hopefully you'll be joining us on our weekly meetings again on Wednesday at 8 p.m. to 8:30. Please go to our website, safpodcast.com, to register for the meeting. It's all free. And just come and join me. Usually I'll do a Facebook Live or a TikTok Live beforehand just to get the word out there some more. Because again, when I was going through this, when I was in the throes of it, there was just nothing out there for me. And there is now. Also, let's connect. Look me up on Instagram. Again, you can get everything through the website. Let's talk. If you have some topics you would like to discuss, please reach out. Go to the website, reach out to us, let us know. You can DM me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. And let's get some more topics rolling. Also, if you'd like to join the Last Bet podcast and you have a story to tell, again, reach out through our website. I would love to have you on to hear your recovery story. So anyway, until next week, or hopefully we will see you on the next meeting. I'm Ryan Stewart, and this is The Last Bet. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Thanks for listening to The Last Bet. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow the show, like, subscribe, and review. Also, share it with someone who needs it. For more episodes and recovery resources, visit safpodcast.com. That is safpodcast.com. Until next time, remember, your last bet could be the first day of your new life.